All right, let's jump right in with a pretty wild idea, something that might just turn what you think you know about memory in the past completely on its head. What if I told you that the key to changing your past isn't some sci-fi time machine, but actually your state of mind, right here in this very moment?
Ever feel like that? Haunted by something that happened? Maybe it's a person, an event, something that just plays on a loop in your head. It's this anger you just can't seem to shake. It's a feeling we all get, that sense of being completely stuck, chained to a moment you just wish you could leave behind.
Well, the source material we're looking at today frames this feeling with a really powerful metaphor. It suggests that holding on to that grudge, that resentment, it's not really about the other person at all. It's like you've locked yourself in a prison, by yourself, for yourself, all while the key to get out has been in your hand the entire time.
So let's talk about that. This prison of resentment. What is it really? And why is holding on to all that anger so incredibly damaging? Not to the person who hurt you, but to you.
Okay, according to our source, this is the absolute crucial point. The state of unforgiveness isn't something that's forced on you, it's a choice. You are the one holding the key, gripping it so tightly and choosing not to unlock the door. You're choosing to stay inside that cell when a whole world of peace is waiting just outside. So if we understand the prison, how do we break out? Well, the first step is kind of counterintuitive. It has nothing to do with the past. It's all about taking back your present.
I find this concept of a filter really fascinating. The idea is that resentment acts like a pair of dark sunglasses you can't take off. It just distorts how you see everything, literally sucking the color and warmth out of your day-to-day life.
And just look at the difference here. On the left, that's the world seen through resentment. It's bleak, it's gray, it's joyless. Think of someone who just got fired. For weeks, maybe months, their coffee tastes like nothing, music sounds flat, everything just feels muted. But then, they choose to take off that filter, to forgive. The world itself hasn't changed, not one bit. But their ability to actually experience it, totally transformed. Suddenly, the air has a taste again, the sun feels warm, and all the color comes flooding back.
And listen, we're not just talking about some abstract idea here. These are tangible, physical rewards. Our source is super clear on this. When you let go, you sleep better. You can literally taste and feel the world around you with senses that feel brand new. This is the first and most important step, just reclaiming your happiness in the now.
Okay, this is where things get really interesting. This is the core idea that honestly made me stop and think. How can this happiness you found in the present actually reach back in time and change something that's supposed to be unchangeable? I mean, we've all heard this a million times. It's like a fundamental rule of the universe, right? What's done is done. Those events are set in stone.
And this is the question that flips everything on its head. The events themselves, the raw facts of what happened, yeah, those might be fixed. But their significance, the role they play in the story of your life, that might be a lot more flexible than you think.
And there it is, the big idea. This isn't about literally altering history, it's about reinterpreting it. When you look back on things from a place where you are genuinely peaceful and content, the shadows of the past can start to take on completely new shapes.
Now, I know what you might be thinking. Is this just about pretending a bad thing was actually a good thing? And the source is adamant about this. No. This is not about forcing a positive spin on things. It's an organic shift in perspective that can only happen when you are truly, authentically happy in the present. The happiness has to come first.
I absolutely love this analogy. Think of your past experiences like raw ingredients in a kitchen. You can't change what you were given. A betrayal, losing a job, a harsh word. Those are the onions, the tough cuts of meat. You're stuck with them. But the recipe, how you combine them, what you choose to make, that is entirely up to you. Right now, your present mindset is the chef that decides if those ingredients become a bitter, horrible meal or a celebrated feast.
Okay, so let's take this recipe idea and apply it to the absolute trickiest ingredients of all, the people in our past who caused us so much pain.
We've all got them. The people we've cast as the villains in our life's movie. Their actions seem to define our moments of failure, heartbreak, and injustice. But what if? What if they were playing a completely different role the whole time?
So the first reinterpretation is to see them as a signpost. For example, that boss who fired you. For years, they were the ultimate villain. But imagine now you're in a career you truly love, one you never would have even looked for otherwise. From this happy present, their painful action looks totally different. It wasn't just an ending, it was a giant arrow pointing you on your journey.
Taking that a step further, the source suggests seeing the event as an investment. Sure, that firing was a painful, high-cost investment, no doubt about it. But the dividends it paid out in personal strength, in resilience, in wisdom. You learned what you truly value. You couldn't have gotten that clarity any other way.
And this is the most radical reframing of all. What if these people weren't villains? What if they were just actors? Actors who took on the difficult, unpopular roles in the grand play of your life, all to make sure that you, the hero, would end up right where you needed to be.
So that's the point. From a place of real present happiness, you can look back and see that everyone, even the people who caused you the most pain, was part of this intricate machine that delivered you to this good place. They weren't obstacles in your story, they were essential characters.
So finally, let's see how all this locks together. How it creates this powerful, self-reinforcing cycle of well-being.
It's this beautiful upward spiral. It starts with you finding peace now. That peace then allows you to reframe the past, seeing how every single event was a necessary step. And finally, having a life story where nothing was wasted, where every moment had a purpose. Well, that just deepens your gratitude and makes your present happiness even stronger. The present heals the past, and the healed past enriches the present.
So as we wrap this up, I want to leave you with one last thought to carry with you. A question that takes this whole powerful idea and turns it outward. If all the people in your life were just playing a role to help you, think about this. In your interactions today, tomorrow, what character might you be playing in someone else's grand story, helping them along a path that neither of you can fully see yet?